Hello, everybody, and welcome to this talk. Can I start by extending a thank you on behalf of Professor Dara Keogh, President of Dublin City University, and myself to the organising committee of this conference for their very kind invitation for us to speak here today. My name is Samantha Fahy, and I am the manager of the Sustainability Initiative at Dublin City University in Ireland. And while my role within the university is embedding sustainability across the whole institution, I will concentrate my comments today on what we are doing in DCU to call out some of our actions and ambitions to transform lives and societies through our education research efforts, and in the hope that we will allow us to have a shared conversation on the best role for further and higher education as we face this climate change and biodiversity emergency. So I will start with a little background on DCU. We're still quite a young university, established in 1980. We deliver a comprehensive range of programs at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels, as well as significant research efforts within our 5 faculties located on 3 academic campuses. We have a focus on innovation and entrepreneurship through our commercialization and technology transfer unit, as well as our innovation campus, which hosts more than 35 innovative companies at the moment. We also have a sports campus, which has supported 9 past and present DCU students who participated in the recent Tokyo Olympics, who we'd like to extend our warm congratulations to. Overall, we have over 18,000 plus students and approximately 2,500 staff. We hold an Athena Swan Bronze Award, and in 2021, we were named the Irish University of the Year by the Sunday Times University Guide. So I'll start now with a little bit of what underpins sustainability at DCU. So our current strategic plan identifies sustainability as an underpinning theme that we value and embed across all the university's activities. Our cross-campus institutional sustainability council brings together expertise from all faculties and professional units and have recently published a DCU climate action plan that clearly articulates our ambition and integrates sustainability principles and understanding of the UN Sustainability Development Goals across all curriculum, as well as emphasizing the continued need for sustainability-focused research. We undertake an annual full carbon footprint for the university to understand our operational impacts, and we have established science-based targets along with a series of actions to help us on the pathway to a 51% absolute reduction in our GHG emissions by 2030, as per our new national climate action legislation. We are not an ivory tower and strongly believe that we must engage with industrial and societal groups to educate, inform, and support all of our communities to change current business as usual models and work together to deliver a just and sustainable transition for all. So in relation to education and teaching and learning, DCU is committed to ensuring that all graduates understand the challenge of environmental sustainability in the first instance. We need to ensure that all graduates understand the impacts that human activities are having on our environment and how these actions are pushing planetary boundaries such as biodiversity loss and climate change significantly beyond safe limits, and that direct, urgent action is needed now by all, particularly at national and international levels, by reduce and reverse these impacts. While many of our students will be leaders in the future, we recognize that action is required now, and working together with our staff and student communities, we advocate to our current leaders at both institutional and national levels to make the appropriate decisions now. As well as understanding environmental sustainability, we recognize that we must equip our students with sustainability competencies to be global citizens, inspired and empowered to take the actions necessary for a sustainable future, meeting the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals. The DCU Climate Action Plan and a new €20 million Government of Ireland funded human capital initiative called the DCU Futures Program identifies such sustainability competencies as systems thinking, critical thinking, futures thinking, and the importance of collaborative and working together, given the short timescales, as being fundamental for future programs in DCU. The new DCU Futures Program, which I just mentioned, will radically reimagine the university's curriculum to enhance innovation and agility for future skills needs in this rapidly changing world. This new program is transforming the learning experience of DCU students starting in 2021 with a pilot set of programs that include new degrees in areas like global challenges, psychology and disruptive technologies, and energy and sustainable energy systems. DCU has overhauled the existing model and is using a challenge-based learning pedagogy. With deep industrial engagement, we will focus on concentrated and immersive learning experiences for our students. This new model will also foster the development of a set of prioritized transfer skills, such as digital literacies and sustainability competencies that offer our students unique combinations of high-tech, high-impact, human touch programs that will equip them to flourish as eminently employable, creative global citizens. Complementing these actions, DCU has a long track record in education for sustainability, with the establishment in 2014 of the United Nations University Recognized Regional Center for Expertise in Education for Sustainability. Coordinated and led by DCU, with partners such as NGOs as well as our local city council, the RCE has over the years run a series of projects that allows our local citizens to learn more about sustainability and the actions they can take. Projects such as Dublin in the Coming Times facilitates participants to envisage what Dublin will look like in 2050, given projected sea level rises. Or the Horticulture Histories project that looks at the biodiversity loss over time and its impacts. All of these projects enable a greater understanding of what the future holds and the need for changing current behaviours and changing these behaviours now. In addition, the current director of the Dublin RCE, Dr. Charlotte Holland, a member of the Institute of Education at DCU, has participated in the G20 think tank for the past number of years and has made significant contributions to the research-based policy advice that this group communicates to world leaders. We also contribute to national dialogues on policy development through public consultation mechanisms, enabling both staff and student groups to review current policy proposals and submit comments and recommendations to government prior to such policies being enacted. So on the research side, there are many examples of sustainability-focused research at DCU, but some of the unique work being carried out at DCU is not solely based on a laboratory-based system, but exemplifies our belief that we must engage with our society. For example, the DCU Water Institute undertakes a regular citizen science projects where small testing kits for potassium and nitrates are mailed out to general public participants who go out, take water samples from their local rivers and streams, and log their results on the WaterBlitz website. In May this year, nearly 600 samples were taken over 4 days, covering over 70% of the river catchment areas in Ireland. With the reports are compiled by the DCU Water Institute, and these are then published on the DCU website for everybody to engage in. On the same theme of engaging society, DCU has recently established a new research centre that will specifically focus on climate and society and the role higher education institutions have in ensuring public understanding and awareness of the challenges ahead. Another example of the research undertaken is the innovative Grain for Lab project that is funded under the SFI Plastics Challenge that aims to develop a circular economy model using waste streams from Irish waste, food and drinks industry to make compostable lab-grade plastics, replacing many of the fossil fuel-based plastics being used at the moment. At DCU, we also like to demonstrate sustainable solutions. We see our campus as a microcosm or scaled-down version of a city with similar transport and services such as shops, bars, and restaurants that can all be used to pilot and demonstrate solutions. Recent examples include working with several national and international stakeholders in the piloting of the first hydrogen bus in Ireland. Another example is, as the world's first autism-friendly university, we have used our campus to work on the development of a seamless autism-friendly pathfinding tool. And just earlier this month, we rolled out a pilot to investigate the feasibility of electric scooters as a first last mile transport solution to help us reduce our transport emissions. So I come to my final slide, and as I've said, DCU is committed to ensuring our graduates are truly future-proofed, enabled and empowered to call for and make the changes necessary. We undertake sustainability-focused research and work closely with stakeholders to pilot and demonstrate solutions. And as I've mentioned, we have demonstrated leadership in working with our society and industrial communities to enable, empower, and support a fair and just transition. In this pilot slide, I would like to acknowledge just a few of the partners and collaborations we are working with. These include the Irish University Association that brings together all the universities in Ireland, and under their Sustainability Working Group, which I chair, we have gained funding from the National Environmental Protection Agency to work collaboratively on the development and implementation of joint solutions. I would also like to call out the Dublin Climate Action Regional Office, or the CARO offices. We have established a formal agreement with them to enable their access to the living lab resources of our university and the expertise of our university to help our city become more sustainable. And while I would wish there was more time to call out more, I will leave it there. And if there are any questions, you're more than welcome to email me at this email address, samantha.fahy@dcu.ie. Again, I thank you very much for attending this talk and for the invitation to participate today. Thank you very much.